Hello guys. Today we will be comparing the Ocea Jigger F Custom 2001 NRHG and the old model of Ocea Jigger 2001 NRHG. Okay, so we will compare both, and fortunately I got two reels for an online raffle. And hopefully this video will give you some knowledge and details about the difference between these two reels. Okay, let me just use my straps so I can comfortably demonstrate. Okay, let's start. There. So if you notice, I have two manuals here in front of you. The manual of the new model and the manual of the old model. Okay, so let's start with the old model. So this is what I'm using actually now. This is my main gear when I go jigging. Okay. Very smooth, really good, really reliable reel. Okay, so I actually spooled this one with Daiwa J braid, 40 pounds. I think this is around 350 meters, 370 meters in length. Okay. Yeah, very reliable reel, really smooth. Okay, so that's the old model of Ocea Jigger 2001 NRHG. Okay, let's go to the new model. So this is the new model of the Ocea Jigger. So basically the difference, you'll notice the color. So this is like aluminum or chrome. This one, it's black. I'm just not sure now if you dent this one. I'm not sure if it's still black, but I think it's just a coating. Yeah. And I spooled this one with 40 pounds J braid, same. And I'm surprised I was able to spool 500 meters. Yeah, 500 meters, 40 pounds J braid. I think it's PE3. And obviously you can see the difference right away, right? This one. So it's a new feature on the new model. It's the fall lever that they added. Okay. So let's see the difference between these two. There. Yeah. So basically if you look at it, it's really the lever. Huh? There. So really the lever. Look at the difference. The size is almost the same. Okay. This one. Okay. And if you also notice, this part. It's the same, almost the same. So this one, but they added here, this is the fall lever. So how do we use this? Here. So basically, if you're gonna drop your jig, this will actually control the fall of your jig. So if you'll adjust it here on this side, this one, if you notice, it's hard. So when you drop your jig, it will drop slowly. So this is how you control the drop of your jig, because most of the bite actually happens when you drop the jig. So it really matters. This one really matters. So if you adjust it a little, put it in the middle, so it will become a little soft. And then if you pull it really down here on this adjustment, it's going to be free fall for jig. Okay. So when I look at it, I think what they did, they just addressed the issue or the flaws of the old model, because this one, this can actually easily come out. Yeah. So if you just miscalculate the adjustment, it can come off like that easily. There, see? It can fall. And you have to buy new parts. So I think that's one of the flaws that they found out, and that's the reason why they put this kind of lever. And of course, since nowadays I also observe most of the bites happens during the fall of the jig. So basically that's the reason maybe why they put this and made it very significant part of the overhead reel. Okay, really nice. Okay. So it's a drag, be smooth. Okay. And another obvious difference I've seen is actually the handle. The handle of the new model is slightly bent outside, giving you more space. Look at that. Okay, so look at the difference. So it's slightly bent outside and the handle is smaller. See? Okay, I'll get the old model. Look at the old model. So this is the old model. This is the old model. Look at the difference. See? So the handle is here, it's straight. Okay, bit of space, and it's bigger compared to the new model. Okay. Side by side. Look at the difference. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two. The old model, the handle is bigger and it's straight compared to the new model. The handle is a bit bent outside and giving you more space to hold the handle. More grip, actually, better grip. So that's another obvious difference between the two. Now let's go to the number. Okay, let's go to the specs. Based on the numbers stated on their manuals, let's see what's the difference between the two. Okay, so let's start with the old model. There. So for the old model, this one, so this is actually the translated into the handle length. So the 2001 NRHG, it's 80, you can adjust it to 80 and to 92 millimeters. And for the new model, this one, it's translated to the length of the handle. So it's 80 to 92, it's the same. Okay, and then for the old model, so this one is translated to the number of bearings inside the reel there. So for 2001 NRHG, 8:1, and then the new model is the same, 8:1. Okay, and then this one, the third column, this is translated into the spool dimension. So this one, spool dimension, so 60 by 25. And then I've noticed they didn't put that one in the new manual of the new model. There's no spool dimension anymore. I think there's a difference with the spool dimension because I'm surprised I was able to spool 500 meters on the new model with PE3 using J-braid, Daiwa J-braid. Okay, and then another, the next column is the length, hoisting length, this one. So hoisting length is actually for the 2000 NRHG is 117, and hoisting length, it's actually the same for the new model. And this one, the PE capacity for the braided line that you use is actually also the same here. Okay, and then another, this one, this is the weight of the reel, 595 grams, and then the new model, it's 605 grams. So that's the difference. So the latest model is actually heavier than the old model. Okay. And then this one, it's the same, the drag capacity, 10 kilograms, it's the same, 10 kilograms. And then the last is actually the gear ratio. So the 2000 is 6.2, and then the new model is the same, it's 6.2. So actually the gear ratio is the number of rotations, okay, of the drive gear, the gears inside. There are two gears inside, so the drive or the driven gear and the drive gear. So these are the ratio that they calculate on both two gears. So 6.2. It's basically the same. Yeah. And if you're gonna look at the manual, the old model is printed in blue, and then the new model is printed in black. And if you'll notice in the manual, it's also obvious that the lever or the handle is changed. Yeah, that's the new model, and this is one for the old model. So it's round, and this one is a bit elongated. Okay. So pretty obvious. Little changes from both the old model and the new model, and I suspect the reason why the major change for the latest model of the Ocea Jigger is actually just addressing the flaws of the old model. And basically the numbers, the specs, they're the same. But let's find out about this one, the spool dimension, because they didn't mention about the spool dimension. But I think there's a difference with the spool dimension, because I was able to spool 500 meters using 40 pounds J braid on the latest model. Okay, so I hope this presentation of mine or demonstration of mine helped a lot and you learned something from it. So those are the differences between the old model of the Ocea Jigger 2001 NRHG and the latest model of the Ocea Jigger F Custom 2001 NRHG. Okay, so thank you so much. Please subscribe, and I really appreciate you viewing this video. Thank you so much, and have a great day, everyone.